So this is why I'm so passionate. This is why I love talking about this, because I know what we do, what we put in our bodies, what we put on our bodies, the foods we eat, it all makes a difference, right? And so I'm really excited to talk to you about it, but I will also want you to remember we say knowledge is power, which is true. However, we believe knowledge plus action is transformational. And so if you like this approach, you like what we're talking about, we invite you to bring the tools into your home so that you can actually make changes. Okay? And if any of you are interested and you love what we're doing, you love being able to help people with holistic health and wellness lifestyle, we invite you to talk to us about what it means, what it's like to do what we do, and how you can actually earn income or free products by sharing doTERRA. That's not the conversation for this presentation. We're focused on gut, but I just wanted to let you know that that's available. And we love partnering with other people because the more people out there sharing, the more people we can help. To me, this is a grassroots movement of empowering ourselves and helping others do the same. Okay, so with that, I am going to ask you to start the PowerPoint.
Right.
So we're going to go through the information. I thought because there is a lot, visually I wanted you guys to have the information on the screen. What that means though, it's going to limit our ability to ask questions. So save the questions till the end. And we will have a short Q&A session, and I'll answer some of the questions you guys asked in the beginning as well, if it wasn't answered during the presentation, okay?
And we also want someone to tell us a little bit about their experience with oils and digestion. So if anybody's out there who's got a story to tell, please save it for the end.
Yes, but think about it. So, why is gut health important? Besides the inconvenience, maybe the pain, there are other reasons that affect our whole well-being. We can end up with nutrient deficiencies if proper digestion and absorption is not taking place. Our immune system can be compromised. 70 to 80% of our immune function is located in the gut. It can affect our mood and emotions. Did you know that 90% of our serotonin, which is our feel-good neurotransmitter, is produced by the microorganisms in our gut?
Wow.
And the brain-gut connection, we have more neurons located in the gut than we do in our brain. So we really do think and feel with our gut.
Oh my gosh.
So, what do you do?
I'm just trying to get this out of the way so you can see better.
Okay, so
Gosh.
So, what are some of the things that negatively impact the gut? Think in your mind. I bet some of you can come up with some of those things. One is our diet.
Yeah. Yeah, number
Okay?
one.
Our food has changed dramatically, and we don't eat as nature intended. Also, eating processed foods, packaged foods, fast foods is having a horrible effect on our health. And we don't even realize it because sometimes it can take years for the problems to show up. We have increased amounts of pesticides and herbicides and genetically modified organisms used in our crops, in our food today. And our bodies don't know what to do with those. And I like to say really what's developed over, the last 100 years or so is the standard American diet, which is pretty sad. Too much fat and the wrong kind of fat, high simple carbohydrates, too much sugars, too much packaged processed grains, too much sodium, and all the potassium, magnesium, calcium, other minerals have been processed out. Too much protein in general, and for a lot of Americans, too much animal protein. which is very hard on our liver and especially our kidneys. And lastly, not enough fiber. Most Americans eat maybe 1 to 2 servings of fruits and vegetables. And French fries are one of those vegetables. We're not
Yeah, yeah.
getting enough fiber. We eat maybe half to a third of the amount of fiber that we need. Okay? So we'll talk about some ways that you can start to switch that when we talk about the solution. Another problem is stress. Anyone experience stress?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. Did you know that most people are living in stress about 70% of their day? We live in a chronically stressed environment, and this can lead
Yeah.
to delayed emptying of the stomach aches, indigestion, bloating, heartburn. Because what happens when you're stressed? The body sends the blood away from the digestive system to your extremities. The body says, hey, we got more important stuff to take care of. We don't have to worry about digestion. So that food you just ate sits there like a lump, right? And
Wow.
chronically over time, it can affect blood flow, affect the chemicals that we need for proper digestion. It can also cause diarrhea or constipation. We get increased permeability, which leads to leaky gut. So stress actually is connected to leaky gut, which then can increase inflammation in the body. And over time, this inflammation can lead to more serious problems. Now, because stress is such a huge problem and affects so many people, next month, our online event is going to be devoted to stress and ways that we can reduce the amount of stress. So mark your calendars. We don't have a registration link yet, but it will be March 16th at 5:30 p.m. Okay? Now, lastly, toxins. We live in a chemical soup. Gosh, back in like the 40s, the motto, and we've only increased this, is better living through chemistry. The idea was that we could synthesize things and make chemicals and replace nature and be better than nature. And this has gotten way out of hand. All these synthetics, synthetic fragrances, synthetic flavors, harsh cleaning chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, GMOs, all have a negative effect on our gut and kill off many of the good ones and provide opportunity for the wrong kind of organisms to overgrow. And this can lead to problems, including leaky gut, immune issues, lack of serotonin, all kinds of problems. So, doesn't sound so good out there, right? Unfortunately. But we do have some simple solutions. The good news is there really are a few things that we can start to do to support our gut health, including incorporating essential oils. Now, why essential oils?
Well, because they provide a quick response and they're easy to use. Most essential oils go throughout the whole body system within a half an hour. Many different essential oils are antibacterial, antiviral, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and can actually help repair the gut. And it helps with many of the underlying chronic problems that affect your mood and well-being, such as stress, anxiety, sleep, respiratory, and digestive issues. So with essential oils, you can not only directly affect the gut, you can actually affect other issues in the body that indirectly affect the gut.
Yeah. So it really is a kind of a simple way to elevate your wellness lifestyle and a convenient way to do it. So we ended up incorporating these, and we'll share a little bit more in a few minutes. But first, we just want to make sure everybody's on the same page as far as understanding what essential oils are.
So as you can see by this slide, they're naturally occurring compounds distilled from plants. And what you're looking at in the picture there is the peppermint leaf. And then what's in the inside of that is a microscopic blown up view of the peppermint leaf. And those little round sacs are oil sacs. And if you notice,
Hmm.
there's also these other protrusions, if you will, that are sticking out that are actually protecting the oil sac. So it's a very
Hmm.
precious commodity for the plant. And one oil can contain dozens or even hundreds of naturally occurring constituents that allow it to provide many health benefits. And what these oils do for the plant is sometimes they dispel predators, dispel things that are bad for the plant, and sometimes they attract things like pollinators that are good for the plant, and then they secrete different things to help the plant grow, to help the plant heal.
Hmm.
Yes. And when we talk about, dozens or even hundreds of constituents, think lavender, right? Very common essential oil. Well, it has over 200 different constituents. And the way nature intended was to have all those constituents present and have this synergistic effect. So why doTERRA essential oils compared to other oils out there on the market? And unfortunately, 80 to almost 90% of all the essential oils on the market have been adulterated, synthetics added, diluted with other essential oils or carrier oils, and they're just not pure. So doTERRA knew that in order to integrate this into wellness and medicinal purposes, quality really mattered. And so they created what's called certified pure testing grade. You want to
Right,
talk about that?
which is basically a standard for maintaining a high level of purity, potency, and consistency. Now, why is this important? Well, purity is important because in order for the oils to function the way they're supposed to and the way they can function best, is that they have to be pure. What we've noticed is that when oils are not pure, which more than 80% of the oils on the market are not, they have really unknown effects and
Yeah.
unknown consequences and could actually be bad for you instead of good for you. So purity is really important. And then potency is obviously how well it works
In the body.
inside the body.
Yeah.
And consistency is to be able to know that a bottle of peppermint or any oil that you get from doTERRA today is going to be as consistent and as good as a bottle 2 or 3 years from now. And what doTERRA does literally puts lot numbers on every bottle so that they know what batch each oil comes from. And if there is any kind of a problem, they can go back and look at the original source batch and compare to make sure that the oil hasn't been tampered with, or if there's a problem, to immediately
Yeah.
be made aware of it. And to my knowledge, I don't think there's ever been an oil that I can think of that's
That's
ever
been
been
recalled.
recalled or taken off the market because of
No.
its impurities or because it was
No.
not to the standard.
Yeah. Now it's what's really exciting is, and doTERRA is the only company that has this available to them because of their standard in purity and potency. They have started doing testing for consistency, actually third-party testing. And lavender is the first oil that's been tested for consistency. And we can now say that lavender is pharmaceutical grade because the margin of variation between batches of lavender is so insignificant. It is within that margin of error for medicine, for pharmaceuticals. And now, what that means as they continue to establish that with other oils, we'll be able to do dosing studies and really look at how the oils are working in the body. So not only do we have anecdotal evidence and also laboratory studies, but we're now moving into the phase of actually being able to have studies on people on how the oils work. It's really a big deal.
Yeah,
It's really,
it
yeah,
can't be overstated enough
yeah,
how important this is in the long term because it won't be long before doctors are more doctors are comfortable
yes.
suggesting, recommending essential oils, and that's just going to be good
Well,
for us because
and
there's
doTERRA
going to be the
oils
doTERRA
is
essential, excuse me,
right,
doTERRA essential
right,
oils
not just
because
essential
yes,
oils.
because we're going to have the science to back up the efficacy.
Yeah, and there are you can look up in PubMed, and there's thousands and thousands of research studies, and that's kind of what got us into this. Given my background, I have been in the health field. I taught at the community college level, nutrition and health for over 25 years. But at one point, I also worked in a clinical setting, and then was doing more private coaching. And I wanted to get back into that, but I wanted to take advantage of Joel's skills with technology. And so we knew that we wanted to be able to offer this to more people through technology. And so we were looking for products that I felt comfortable recommending. Integrity is very important to me. And before in the past, I would always just give people suggestions and say, go to this website or go here. But I never knew what people were getting. And so it was really hard to follow up and make sure that we didn't need to make some changes and stuff. And so that's when doTERRA came into our life. While we were looking for some products that we really felt we could get behind, felt good about the products, felt good about the company, and would be able to help people easily start to incorporate the products. doTERRA answered all of those questions that we had. And we also personally, it was back 2012.
Hmm.
We had just gotten out of the big housing recession that we were caught up in, and the financial
We
recession.
were in the middle of
We
it.
were in the middle of that. My hours were cut. Joel, lost the job was going downhill, and we were on the verge of maybe losing our house. So you can imagine the stress. Even with my background in holistic health, with eating right, with exercising, with meditation, our stress was through the roof. It was affecting our attitudes, our moods. We were like even on the verge of divorce, maybe if something didn't change, because we weren't being very pleasant. Um, and sleep. We weren't sleeping, and Joel got physically sick.
Yeah.
So doTERRA came in our life, and just diffusing some of the mood oils. It was amazing. Citrus Bliss, I call my happy oil, and I could just feel my energy shifting. And we used oils for sleep, and our patterns started to normalize. We used oils for digestive problems because of what was going
Hmm.
on. And
Hmm.
it's like everything we tried, it was like, wow, it really did work. And then started sharing with other people to see if it helped them too, right? Or was it just us imagining it?
Hmm.
But it worked, and we started sharing. And fast forward 10 years, here we are. We're still sharing, and still as happy as ever with the ability to help people
Well,
and our
let's just come
families.
on. Let's just tell one little story about the
What?
time we went to a meeting to learn about the oils,
Well,
and you wouldn't even try it.
yes, he likes to point out how closed-minded I am. Um, I like to call it skeptical. So Joel had met someone that introduced him to the oils. I was like,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
BS. It's BS. I know what I'm doing. I'm a nutritionist. I have my herbs. I have my homeopathy. I'm good. And Joel kept saying, come on, just go listen. I'm like, no, no, no. Like, I don't know if it was like 6 weeks later, right?
Wow.
And finally I said, okay. It's like one of those timeshare things. Okay, I'll go. but we're not talking to anybody.
We're not buying anything.
We're not buying anything. Promise me, Joel, we're not buying anything, right? So we went, and the woman is talking about, you'll crack up. She was like talking about the oils and how to use them. And we'll get into this, because of doTERRA's quality, you can actually use these oils internally. And she said, put a drop of peppermint, this is digestin, and lick it. And I'm like, lady, you are waiting for a lawsuit. I was taught never ingest oils, right? So when she wasn't looking, I put her on the bottom of my foot. I would not ingest it. Nope. Nope. Even once I got my oils, I made other people drink it first.
Yeah. So we know all about skepticism. You can't be more skeptical than that.
So, fortunately, I always say, the individual that introduced us was pleasantly persistent because she knew the value and was helping us see the value. And we have definitely learned the value of these. But yes, it was pretty funny. And Joel does not let me forget how close-minded I am.
How close-minded you were.
Well, I can still be. So there are 3 ways that you can use these oils. You can use them aromatically, which is really good for affecting the mood. It's really good for cleaning the air and really good for airways. For instance, wild orange is helps relieve anxious feelings.
Yes.
Look at that, I did it.
You did it.
And it's also really good for settling the stomach. It can be used for that acid reflux. Some people use it for that. But
it's not a disease state.
Yes. So aromatic, we like to use a diffuser. You'll see up at the top, that's a tool that's really good to use for putting the oils out into the air. Every night I go to bed with a diffuser with my Breathe, lavender, and adaptive, which is a calming oil. So, right, it's really easy. Just put water, put the oils in, turn it on, and go to sleep. Now, topical is really good for affecting a particular area, whether it's an area that you have some soreness or stiffness, bruising, things like that. You just can apply it directly on there, or you can dilute it with a carrier oil, fractionated coconut oil, which actually helps drive the oils in better. So even though we talk about diluting, it's not like it's diluting the effect. It's actually helping to drive the oils further into the system.
Yeah.
Deep Blue is our soothing blend for aches and pains. Digestin, we'll talk about in a little bit, but that's great for any kind of digestive issues. I love to drink it. Joel loves to put it on top. And so internal is the last way, and this is really pretty unique with doTERRA oils. Because of the purity and the chemical composition, we can use the oils internally. Lemon is a great one for helping support detoxing, just kind of daily detox and liver function. Frankincense is another one for cell health and repair. Also anti-inflammatory, great mood uplifter. We call it the king of oils because it's so good for so many reasons. And so that's the basic way.
Yeah, right. Some of you are new, and somebody may have said to you at one point, you never take oils internally.
Yeah.
And we're here to tell you, we've been taking oils internally for 10 years, and we're here to talk about it. We're here to praise doTERRA for how well that they've done that so that we can
they
get
do
the benefits.
Studies, exactly. Yeah. There are benefits to taking the oils internally, as well as using them the other ways too. Now, I know that was kind of fast, and if you're new, just know that if you choose to bring oils into your home, or the person that invited you to this, will spend more time explaining how to use the oils to get the most benefit. Okay, so don't worry, we got you covered. Now, women and families turn to doTERRA for many different reasons, but these are some of the most common. They want to help themselves and their families stay healthy without the side effects that come with many of the over-the-counter products out there, as well as modern medicine. Also, maybe you've tried a lot of different things and it just hasn't worked. You're not getting the results that you want. So you're looking for something. And for many families, they want safe, natural solutions for them and their home without the toxic chemicals. But they don't have a lot of time to research. So it's really nice to partner with a company that's really a wellness company and can provide all those products with, in one place. And that's what I loved. Also was the convenience. So, you're ready for some solutions. Now that we know the problems, stress, diet, toxic overload, we know that essential oils can be beneficial in supporting a wellness lifestyle. Now let's look at the 3 things to do. 1, we want to avoid toxic exposure, right? We don't want to clean our systems and we're just keep doing the same problem. That would be crazy. So where are we exposed? How are these toxins getting into our system? The air we breathe, whether it's indoor air or outdoor air, if it's going into our lungs, it's going into our system. Our GI tract, anything we consume, including our water, our food, our medications, and through our skin. Anything we put on topically also is going into our system. So we want to make sure that things are as pure as possible. When we talk about toxic overload, really what we're talking about is that we are exposed to so many chemicals. It's estimated that there's about 80,000 different chemicals that are in the products we are using today. And most of them never been tested, right? And we're exposed to them, these chemicals, right, in all these different ways that I just talked about: air, food, water, products we're using, and then we also have radiation and pathogens. So how do we avoid? We want to, if as much as possible, eat organic, non-GMO food to minimize the amount of pesticides and herbicides and GMOs going into our system, because it's killing off our microbes in our gut. We can also use, for instance, lemon essential oil to wash off our fruits and vegetables. We can diffuse oils in the air to help clean the air. One of the things we want to do is ditch things like candles, which are putting toxins in. We use them to, make things smell nice, but it's actually putting more chemicals in the air.
Hello, sir.
Get rid of...
Morning. Araw-araw ako pinukulit eh.
How do we...
Ako nila yung number mo?
How do we go back?
So you guys can mute them. You guys get your end,
mute, please.
Faye, you can mute them.
I know, but in presentation,
You may have to go out of your presentation to do so.
Okay.
Kaya hindi siya pumapasok, I think 2 weeks mahigit na yata eh. May namatay, may na-COVID sa household nila. So, anyway.
Okay, there.
sorry. There we go. Okay, so we were talking about our air, and indoor air pollution is actually worse than outside pollution in most cases because of perfumes used, air fresheners, plug-ins, cleaning products. So we want to ditch all that. An easy solution: we have a diffuser in every room, including the bathroom, and we can mix and match oils depending on what we're trying to do and not have to worry about carrying a diffuser from room to room when we want to use it. It's that
having
simple.
matches all over the place.
Right. Well, no candles for sure.
Right.
Yeah, so And then reducing toxic load, again, doTERRA makes it really simple. You know, we think about it as an essential oil company, but it's really a wellness company. All of our products are infused with the essential oils, and none of the bad stuff is in there. So we have safe, non-toxic products, safe for babies, safe for pets, but effective at helping to manage the microbes and other problems that can be lurking in our home. So we have a whole line of cleaning products, the new Abode line. We also have our On Guard cleaning products, and then natural personal care, skin care, shampoo, toothpaste, all infused with the therapeutic essential oils, but non-toxic. So the news, the word is, we got you covered. Now, I know that this can seem overwhelming, but we're just trying to show you that over time, because this isn't just an overnight switch, but you choose one area that you want to focus on and you just begin to make the changes. Now, the second area is support defensive functions. How can we support our system to resist some of the problems caused by the toxins? And so this is where our diet comes in. We want a whole food plant-based diet. It is the most nutrient dense diet. It provides those phytonutrients as well as the vitamins and the minerals. It provides all those antioxidants that we need. It reduces inflammation. So we want to eat whole, fresh grains, fruits, veggies, legumes, nuts, and seeds as much as possible, with using, if you choose, meat or dairy as condiments, but also know that animal protein is not needed for a healthy body. Okay? And we definitely need to limit sugar, fried foods, processed foods, all sugary beverages, all those things on the right. It's going to wreak havoc on our gut and increase leaky gut and inflammation. Now, as good our intentions might be, it is hard to get all the nutrients we need from food. Our food's just not grown the same way. We are under more stress that uses more nutrients. Unfortunately, we can't just eat and eat and eat until we reach our nutrient requirement. We have a calorie requirement, and sometimes we just don't get the nutrients we need within that. And so I've always believed in supplementing with good vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. And again, this was an area I was skeptical. I'm a nutritionist. We had a vitamin cupboard. We didn't have a medicine cabinet. But even with that, I have to admit, I still took an afternoon nap before I went to teach at night. And I always thought I was a morning person because by evening, it was kind of like, I don't want to think too much. I finally broke down, started using our Lifelong Vitality, and guess what, guys? I didn't need my power nap anymore, and I could go all day functioning from 6:30 in the morning till 11:30 at night, and I could think at night, I could do work at night. It was a game changer. And this is what, it's actually our most popular product. It's our #1 selling product. More energy, better mood, less digestive problems, less aches and pains and inflammation, better cognitive functioning, less allergies, right? Because what it's doing is providing cellular foundational health. And it's providing the nutrients that we need for our cells to reproduce properly. So with that, there's also a few products. DDR Prime is a blend of essential oils that are powerful antioxidants. We have oxidative stress going on normally in our bodies, but then with all these toxins we're exposed to, we get a lot more damage from free radicals. With DDR Prime, what it does is cause the abnormal cells to die. It's called cell apoptosis, and helps the normal cells reproduce and protects them. So it's a must for helping to repair, but also to maintain the gut, as well as so many other functions in the body. And then digestive blend is one of those daily use oils for things like gas and bloating, acid reflux, just kind of indigestion from eating the wrong kinds of foods, you name it.
Well, let's not forget, it's what we call an adaptogenic.
So
which
diarrhea
means,
or constipation.
right, it doesn't matter. It balances out
Yeah.
whatever the problem is. So you name it, it will try to help balance out the cell's response to the problem so that it goes away.
Yeah. And then, so that's how we're supporting our bodies. And the third part of the solution is supporting elimination functions. And this is huge because we have two different elimination pathways. The primary pathway is the intestinal tract and the urinary tract. Secondary is respiratory and skin. So when our primary elimination, our intestines, our urinary tract, and our liver aren't functioning properly,
or colon,
they're clogged up, what happens is we use the secondary elimination pathways, our skin and our lungs. So this is why I always say if you have skin issues, more than likely you have gut issues. And so addressing, just putting things on topically for the skin is not necessarily going to make the issue go away because you haven't addressed the underlying issue. And so these are products that will help with proper elimination. Our enzymes are amazing. There are whole food enzymes that help break down proteins, fats, carbohydrates, sugars, lactose, fiber. So your digesting and your system is able to absorb properly. This is really important, especially for leaky gut, because large molecules cross the intestinal membrane, and we don't want that. That causes an inflammation response in the body. So we want these enzymes. Now you might be thinking, well, shouldn't our bodies normally have enzymes? Well, yeah, they should, and the food we eat should, but the more cooked foods we're eating, processed foods, things like that, they're often missing the enzymes that are needed. And so I have found using the enzymes that, especially having a plant-based diet, right? Lots of fiber and legumes, beans, things like that. Gas would be a problem. And with using the Terrazyme regularly, I don't have an issue anymore. So that, and the other one that helps to open up the channels of elimination is our Zendocrine complex. It's a set of botanicals that supports the liver, the kidneys, the colon, the lungs, and the skin in cleansing, okay, and removing the toxins. And the reason why the liver is so important is because everything goes through the liver. Liver is the master distributor. And so waste product goes to the liver has to package it and either sends it to the kidneys or the colon. But if the liver is overwhelmed, it's not going to be able to package the waste product and get it to those other organs. Instead, it goes back out into the blood, and it's now circulating and causing a lot of problems, and maybe going out the skin instead of going out the colon. So we have to support the liver too. And so Zendocrine oil blend works really well with the Zendocrine complex. Two different things, but they work well together. Kind of cleaning, and then think of Zendocrine coming in then once the organs are cleaned. Zendocrine helps with maintaining and repairing, and it's the detoxification systems. And it also comes in soft gel. I must admit, not the best tasting, has geranium in it, soft gel so you don't have to taste it. And then the last thing that we want to do with elimination, we want to make sure that we're eliminating the wrong kind of microorganisms. So GX Assist is the blend of oils that actually helps to kill off organisms that shouldn't be in the gut. Especially, you guys might have heard of Candida, which is a fungus, and it can overgrow when the bacteria gets out of balance. So the GX Assist comes in and helps to clean things out. And then once we've done this opening up of the elimination pathways and our cleaning, then we need to reestablish the good bacteria. And so that's where our probiotics come in, PB Assist. And with the PB Assist, it's not a large number of bacteria in the formula. It doesn't have to be, because these are specially formulated to go through the stomach and not get killed. The bacteria will not get damaged by the hydrochloric acid. That's huge. That's why other companies put, you'll see like 10 billion CFUs per capsule, because it's not protected. And so with that, passes the stomach into the intestines. But again, doTERRA has it as time released. So you get the right bacteria going to the upper GI and the right ones going to the lower GI. And so now we're going to reestablish proper microbiome by doing this. Now, for those of you that are already using the products, this is a way to organize how to actually cleanse and restore the gut. It's a 30-day program, and you use some products all 30 days and other products like GX Assist for 10 days, and then you come in afterwards with the probiotics. This is something, if you're interested in, I'm more than happy to help you and support you in going through this. This isn't a fast at all. You are eating, but you do want to, before you start this, maybe take 2 weeks to eliminate maybe sugar, eliminate maybe, alcohol, caffeine, like clean up some of the things in your diet that can be contributing to some of the problem, and eat really clean, as clean as you can. You don't have to be perfect, but it will just help this process be even more effective. But you are eating food, you're eating 3 meals. This is not fasting. This is just helping to cleanse and restore your gut.
I like to think of it as a mild cleanse. It's not
Yeah.
painful. It's very easy to do.
Yeah. So what I would like to do, if it's okay with you guys, is to, can we show people? No.
Yeah. What do you want to see?
Yeah. Oh, no, never mind.
No, go to the next
Okay.
one. The one.
This
Yeah,
one?
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's okay with you, I'd like to show you a few of the common digestive oil kits that we like to use. Okay. So you can actually purchase all the cleanse and restore products together in one kit. And what's really nice about this is you're saving over $80 when you buy it together. And this is $80 below the wholesale. Now, for those of you that are not, that don't have a doTERRA account yet.
That's $8 below retail. Sorry.
No, it's not. It's below wholesale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. For those of you that aren't a member yet, you can purchase this if this is something that you're interested in. And all you would need to do is, it's a $35 membership to get the wholesale pricing all year long. And that would allow you to be able to get this kit and then continue to receive the wholesale pricing. So it's a great way. Now, for some that are new, this might be a little too much and overwhelming. And so this is another kit that I like to recommend, and it has the diffuser so that you can use the oils aromatically, and it has a lot of those oils that we talked about already, the digestive blend, the respiratory blend, the soothing blend, the lemon, our immune blend. peppermint, lemon, tea tree oil. So all of these oils can be combined in different ways to support everyday wellness, first aid and emergency, as well as some of the chronic issues that some of you have mentioned and others that you might not have mentioned. So this is a great starter kit as well. And then the last way, and it's not an either or, it can be both, is schedule a call with me or the person that invited you to this so that we can look at and go over your particular health challenges and goals and see what would be the best fit for you, right? And then from there, what's really cool, and I didn't want to leave out for all of you guys that already, who are on here, that already have a doTERRA account, we wanted to make sure that you knew there's now the Digestive Wellness Kit. And it takes the guesswork out of what products should I get to support gut health. And it's a 3-month program. And each month, and it's listed here, you start with Kit 1, and then the following month, you'll get the Kit 2, and then on the 3rd month, you get Kit 3. And with each kit, it has directions on how to use the oils. And so it gives you a nice combination and range of products to help with so many of the things that you were talking about, whether it's that indigestion, the bloating, the acid reflux. Digestin is there, the Terrazyme is there, ginger, clove, a lot of the oils that are used for supporting gut health. And for to continue to get the best pricing, there is what we call the Loyalty Rewards Program. I just mentioned that with the digestive kit. It's optional, but it's really the smartest way to get your oils because you can actually get them at below wholesale price this way. Because of the reward points you accumulate, the free products that are available. Again, I'll explain more when we talk one-on-one and see if this is something that would benefit you. For watching this and enrolling, we wanted to give a couple of added bonuses for individuals that want to take action and know they want it now. So fast action bonus number 1 is 2 30-minute private consultations with me, 1 before your oils come and 1 afterwards. And we'll create protocols to help you get the best results and also help you create routines to make it easier for using the oils. And then we have a second incentive. If you enroll and also sign up for the Loyalty Rewards Program, you'll get a free Advanced Oil Magic book, a retail value of $29.
You can't overestimate how valuable this book
This
is.
is amazing because one of our goals is to help you feel empowered, to help you be able to learn how to use the oils. We are always here for support, but there's not any better feeling than knowing, hey, I got some tools and now I have a resource and I can learn how to use them. This has over 600 ailments for you to learn how to use your oils. It has hundreds of protocols of how to mix and put oils together to get the best results. So it's phenomenal. And so you'll receive this as a gift from us as well. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you're not happy, you can return the products to doTERRA for either 100% store credit or 90% back in your purchase price.
If it's been opened.
Yes.
If it hasn't been opened, you can get 100% back.
Yes. So there's really no risk. And that's we jumped in because we figured, okay, what do we have to lose? And like I said, and at first I was thinking, I don't need that loyalty rewards thing. What am I going to do? Now it's like, oh my God, how can I cut down on what I need? My wish list is, always, because I've just shifted like things I was buying other places all here now. It's just so easy. I can do it online and it comes to me. All of our cleaning products, personal care products, our wellness products, everything just comes right to my door. It's really easy. So here's what you do next. Choose your option, whether it's A, the Cleanse and Restore Kit, which is for getting started or for members, or option B, the Healthy Start Kit, or option C, schedule a one-on-one call. Message the person who invited you to this with which option you'd like, and then they'll connect with you and help you order the products. And then what's cool? Order today and you'll actually start getting results as early as next week and start to feel better. And it's pretty exciting.
Yep.
Yep.